Alright, let's carry on to the next task, which is 10AA. I have to use the previous file from task 10Z, and we're going to add a new data entry form to collect the data for all the fields, and we have to create it for customer and product tables. This will be used for the employees of the company. So we have multiple ways to create a form. One of them is the blank form, and you can start to add up the tools you wanted. That's going to take a lot of time, and you have to customize it from the scratch, create it from the scratch. Another method which is very quick, opposite of this first method, which is you can just choose or just select the table you wanted and then click on form. That is going to create the very quick method for you. But here you cannot select or deselect or arrange the fields you want them. So this is too quick, but in case you don't have time and you have the ability to create it very quickly without any further customization or filtration, then you can just go and create it and delete whatever you don't want it. And the third method, which is going to be with the midway, so I'm going to show you through the form wizard. So you can click the form wizard. So we need to select the customer table. Let's start with the customer. Let's add all the fields. Click on next. We can choose column. A tabular, this is going to list it all like a table for you. So the best method is like a columnar, and you're going to see it in a second how it will look like. So this is what I mean by columnar. So over here you can see I got these fields, all the fields that I asked for, and let's customize it. You can see here I have 3 views. This is the from view, and you will be able to see at the bottom here the navigation tools. You can see you can change one by one, and you will be able to see all the data of each customer. While the next one, this is the previous, while this is going to be next, and next to it is going to be skipping you or jumping to the last record, and this is to the very first record, which is out of 40, and this is 40 out of 40. This is in case you want to create a new record that's going to make you jump to 41. Okay, so let's say that's the form view. You have the layout view where you want to modify the size, or you want to move the place of some of them. You may do that also here. Okay, and you have also the design view. In design view, you're going to get more tools, more freedom to modify it. And let's go to the form design. In form design, you can see you have multiple mini tools. You can add them. So let's add or use some of those tools. So you can see this is a text box. These are called text boxes, where you can enter the data. So when you go to the form view, you will be able to enter the data over here. These are the text boxes, while these are the labels. This is the label in case you want to add this is the text box, and this is the label in case you want to add it. Then we have many other tools as well. Button, for example, submit button or cancel button or exit button or navigation button. So you can create it simply from here. We have tab controls, creating different tabs. We have also the link, we can create links as well. We have navigation controls, also we can create it. And we have option group, we can create an options, like for example radio buttons. We can choose them from here. This is for a single radio button. This is for a group of radio buttons, or a group of checkboxes. And then we have also here combo box, and then similarly we have a list box. I'm going to show you this also in a while, how to use this. And this is in case you want to add any image. And okay, let's now add a label. And for this, let's add a customer ID. Customer ID is a primary key, so let's add in front of it a label, which is going to state that this is a must or required field. This is and we can color it. We can just color it or change this font size just from the home tab. You will be able to do it here. Let's add an asterisk over here, as it is a must. So when you have a look at it, you will be able to see that this is a required field. Let's go and create another form as well. So you can see my forms got saved here in the form section. So another one was we needed to create it is the product. So let's go and click on form wizard, choose the product, add all the fields, next, again columnar one, and then click on finish. Same here, let's add some couple of tools. So let's add in front of product code, we don't need all this space, so I'm just going to shorten it, and let's add over here. And then you may color it or put it with a specific color if it is needed or required through the exam. Okay, you can see over here that we have the energy rating. We have a couple of options for energy rating. For color as well, we have a couple of options. So if you want to check, we may select from here: silver, anthracite, and white. We have these three colors, so we can make it like an option. We also have for energy rating also a couple of options. Let's check them: A+ and A++. Let's confirm it from here. So as you can see here, in color I have these three colors, and in energy rating I have two labels: A+ and A++. So let's try to change here the way we present it. So let's go to the design view, and let me remove, or let's not remove it, let's remove it later. Let's add different options. So for the color, we have three colors. So let's add the list. Okay, over here we have the combo box. So let's select it and let's draw it over here. So over here you have options like I want the combo box to get the values from another table which is available already. Yes, we can go through it, or we can type it. Let's go with the first option for now. So from where my color is supposed to come? Actually, they're supposed to come from this product table. Which one it is? It is color. Okay, next, do you want to sort it in ascending or descending order? No, I don't want it for now. So these are my colors. You can see here when you select it through this method, it gives you all the colors. You got them there, it's listed there, but we cannot delete them. So what I have to do, I have just to type it by myself. So I have these three colors, so I'm going to go back again to the back to this option. So I'm going to say I will type the values that I want. Next, you may type the values over here. Okay, let's make it as two columns because it's linked to another table over here. So I have to add white, silver, and anthracite. I had just copy pasted, and then which field you want it to be available, because it was column, second column, so I want this to be appearing. So column 2, and where you want it to be saved, I want it to be saved back again in the same here, this field inside color. Okay, so click on finish, and now let's check it. Let's move from one field to another, from one record to another. You can see the colors are also changing, and whenever you want to modify, you can just simply go select it and modify it. And when you want to add a new one, you can type for all these except for this one. You have the option to select for one of these. So for now, let's arrange it. So I'm going to remove this field, and I'm going to add color over here. You may sort it, arrange it as you like. Okay, let's also change for the energy rating. For the energy rating, let's choose the another option, which is list box. List box won't contain like a combo box, an arrow. It will be just listing it all in front of you. Same thing for this also, we have these options. So if I have to get it from another table, we will get the same issue. So let's try it and let's check it. So you can see here, okay, not the capacity, it was supposed to be the energy rating, right? Okay, so anyway, I want to avoid this issue, and we're just going to type it because there are only two values, which is A plus and A plus plus. And then after that, where I want it to be stored, I want it to be stored back again in case I created a new record. So the values I want them to be stored in the energy rating. Okay, you may click on finish, and then let's have a look over here. You can see I got the two options, and for example, this is A++, this will be highlighting on A++. So you can see an A+1 will be highlighted over the A+1. You just try to arrange it in its right location. I will also show you how to make it into a radio button. So first let's adjust this one. Okay, in case you want to make it with the radio button or checkboxes, you may also go and select this tool, which is called option group radio button. For the radio button, which is going to let you choose one of the options, it's going to be explained properly in the next task or next activities, so you may jump directly to those tasks or activities, but I'm going to explain it here very quickly how to use it. So it's better to be used with numeric storage, where values can be stored as a number. This can work very perfectly with capacity or with a retail price, but price is not logical to use it. It's better to use with the one that have specific options. Like for example, here we have a couple of options, which is 185, 200, 240, or 50, 300, 400. These are the options. So we better keep it as a radio button. So we can do this. Sorry, I better go and do it in the product. So let's go and try it over here. So let's choose the option or the tool, and then we may type the label here. The label typing could be any name, but what matters is the storage. So for example, here the label is exactly the same as the numbers. So I may start with 185, 200, and then I had 240, 250, and I had 300 and 400. Maybe I can add also centimeter per cubic or something like that, but I'm just going to keep it quick and plain now. I don't want any default value. And here are the values. So these are the labels that will appear, but these are the real values behind it going to be stored. So after that, where you want it to be stored, I want it to be stored back into the same field, which is capacity field. Okay, what do you want it to, how you want it to be looking like? We can use it as an option button or checkboxes for multiple choices, or toggle button for one choice. So let's select just option button. These are just the styles. It won't make too much difference. And then finish. So let's have a look over here. So you can see if capacity is 400, it will be selected on 400. As the number change, it also change. So later in the new record, we may also choose whatever value we wanted. It will be stored as that numeric value. For now, I don't want to add it because later we're going to add it in one of the tasks. So I'm just going to remove it. That's the end of this task. Let's move to the next.